Okay, everybody, welcome back, and we're playing more Doki Doki. We're about to read that book that crazy bitch gave us. So, yeah. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It is as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, it's okay. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work right. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here.
There it is.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under the thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. It is as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Oh, she's looking at us.
Oh god, her eye moves.
Yeah, are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how we'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so?
How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do anything wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see.
You remain silent for a moment. But Core, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everybody. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit. That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright.
Alright.
I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip back into my bag. God.
Alright.
Let's do a Yuri last.
Yuri last? So you don't want to do first?
Best for last. Yuri last. Monica, she's kind of boring. I don't think we've interacted with her at all.
Because she's hardly ever there.
Yeah. Hi again, Core.
Hello.
How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You know, you'll never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, there you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Core. I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I understand you. Underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
Oh.
That way, I always fucking dick. That way, it always counts when I put some effort.
That's not even fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes.
Duh.
Writing that's full of imagery, and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
We already figured that out.
Yep. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nonsense, yeah. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh boy. Oh, this one's even longer!
Save me. No, okay. Oh, load me.
Alright. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless.
Catastrophe.
It's cacophony. No, cacophony. Yeah, cacophony. Of meaningless noise. No noise, they won't stop. Violent, granting waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard of a turnable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless point of meaningless. Load me. That was not long, but it's like, it didn't make...
It was spaced out.
Yeah. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
What? What?
When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh, that's save the game.
Should we save the game?
Yeah.
I'll save it in the second slot.
No, wait, why? Well, this is a one and done. We're not coming back to any of this.
You never know. I already did it. Doesn't matter.
Can we save it in 2 empty slots? Because one of them is pretty far back.
I don't know. I already saved it. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Alrighty. Who? Sayori or Natsuki last? Next.
Sayori. So apparently Bob's Burgers is getting a movie in 2021. Also, they come back tonight. Tuesday's the 27th.
Oh.
The new season's today.
Archer came back a little while ago.
Yeah, God. Archer's is weird lately.
Ugh, my goodness.
Okay. Sayori.
Alright. Sayori.
Oh.
I like this one.
It has some nice feelings in it.
I don't know. We just chose a whole bunch of big words.
Yes. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you've liked yesterday's poem better.
Because it was more towards her.
Yeah. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Core. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so.
She's kind of like the little sister in the animes. Or like the... You get me?
Yeah, I get it. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I could convey feelings. I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too.
I was gonna say that we're clicking on like the ones Yuri we thought would like, and she liked it instead.
Theory. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Like dark chocolate.
Yes. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain clouds a little hug. What the fuck is this high bitch going on about? And make a nice happy rainbow.
I'm telling you, she's like the little sister.
Sagori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Well, I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Core. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay?
I just realized you haven't read her poem. Oh, this one's longer.
Son of a whore.
Oh god.
Bottles.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar.
Okay.
It's a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping, I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Interesting.
That's bittersweet.
Yep, happy and dark.
Like, it started happy, it was just like, oh god.
Carry on.
Jesus Christmas.
Holy crap. You need to get some new friends, Sayori. Of course I did.
Oof.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
A little bit.
Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw,
thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah!
Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Well,
yeah, you go do that.
You're gonna do that. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it.
No more than a week later.
Yeah. I wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki. Oh, here we go. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. You bitch.
It's not for you anyways.
What pew? What? Well, anything is better. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take that as a win. And I'll get feeling you're probably most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment.
Yeah. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
You're good?
That's, something tells me Natsuki's completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Sayori's poem? I don't remember Sayori's poem.
Something about sunshine and breakfast?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might as well be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? What's wrong with me? Damn.
Yeah, I'm great.
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Bitch.
That's terrible.
Oh.
That was a little unnecessary, but to think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon.
Exactly.
You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it.
Every person we talk to just has the same fucking comment about Sayori. I mean, come on.
It's because they're jealous of her.
Yes. Carry on.
Except this one, she's a dick. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh. Spiders.
Amy likes spiders.
You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. icky, wriggly hair, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What?
Wow.
Amy has a cute singing voice. I'd heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What up? One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I don't like her. She's such a dick. Look, she's like, not bad, right? Was always short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Ugh. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree, that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it because it's easier to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Is she the Amy?
Is she?
I don't know.
Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
I think she is the Amy. I thought she was talking smack about someone, but she's just making the point that it doesn't matter what people like. That's their business.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, I feel bad now.
No.
I feel terrible. At least I could relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Alright. Ho ho ho, here comes the sauce.
Yes.
Nothing like cuddling up with some beef jerky and an anime chick. Let's see what we've written for today.
Oh, she's impressed. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Or, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before?
Yuri nods.
Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. It's with you. Aww.
Fuck, her writing sucks.
Oh, okay, it's gonna take me
The
some
raccoon.
time. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack.
Bread?
My attention was caught by the skirting of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of of my raccoon friend. I slice a bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. I rush of blood, classic
I don't know.
Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
You think you're the raccoon?
I think she killed the raccoon.
No, I think what it is you're the raccoon, and every time she gives you tips, you keep coming back to her. I think this game knows. Alright, go on.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna kill the raccoon.
It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. God, I'm fucking terrible at this.
I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I usually force to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny.
It's hilarious.
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah.
She should.
Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who can make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
You're welcome. Okay, everybody. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everybody could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, I just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Signori has been working on a poster and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we've actually going to be doing for this event. Sorry, I thought you've heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let everyone else come up with a recite poem too. Signori's putting it all on the poster in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Signori, who has been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. Ladies. No, Signori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I could overlook that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And most of the people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. Okay. Finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. And for those reasons, we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do.
I don't.
You know we all do.
She doesn't look like she does.
And if all it takes is standing in front of the room of 2 minutes and reciting poems, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain still. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri I can't read this.
Dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Oop. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flipped through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to play emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. I was kind of hoping we would read the poem.
Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri clutches her sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri's anxiously glances at each of us. So you can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just another moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? You know what? We're gonna have to do this one in the next one. God, fucking reading just takes forever.
It takes a lot out of you.
We'll get to Yuri's presentation in the next one, and hopefully something actually fucking happens. Thanks everyone for watching. Happy October and happy Halloween. Take it easy, everybody.